So I just want to say, if you came back to watch this video and back to my channel, I just want to say thank you. Definitely a lot has changed, well, a lot as far as the channel is concerned, because the channel is about cars. So if I change a car, that means a lot has changed. So you know, today we're gonna be reviewing my my new 2017 Ford Mustang GT. I keep that a little vague, but I'm still gonna tell you guys a couple things, enough to make this video, you know, informative and stuff like that about this car. So I got this car back in March of last year, so that means I've already had 1 whole year driving this thing, and without making videos on it. I don't know how I went that long. So I got this car for $27,000 with only 8,000 miles on it, back in 2019. So, and this is a 2017 car, which it means that in 2 years it did about 4K miles. That's not too bad. I saw that as a, obviously this was somebody's daily driver, which I actually, the last owner forgot their Instagram sticker on the side mirror panel or whatever. I don't know what that mirror is called, the little window in the back. And I was able to find him and actually like ask him like a couple things about this car, because he actually did put a lot of work into it. And I'm just gonna pick it up from where he had it, because he had already done so many good things to this car that I couldn't be more thankful. And I hit him up, and he told me a couple things that I should keep in mind. And also, it's insane, like the car community, like people, it's insane how it brings people together. You can literally be friends with like so many people just because you have an interest in cars and stuff like that. But yeah, so my last car was a 2006 GT, and obviously you guys probably know, and if you don't know about cars, just look at the years from 2006 to 2017. My car drove a lot rougher than this one. Obviously this one is a newer, so it means it's supposed to drive smoother. From the second I test drove this car in the dealership, I knew I had to get it. I initially went to the dealership to look at a 2014 black GT that they had there. They showed me a couple more cars, and then they showed me this one, and I just, you know, I was already there, and I had a little bit of money on me, so I just, you know, I just decided, man, like screw it, I'm just gonna get this one. I got the car with a manual transmission, and yes, a lot of people do hate on these Mustang like 2015 and up Mustang transmissions, but I actually did my research, and I actually found out that the 2015 to 17 manual transmissions are actually not as bad as the 2018 and up. So that gave me a little bit of consolation, and I just like took it like as soon as I saw that. I've been driving stick for about 4 or 5 years, which is like like 90% of the amount of time I've actually been driving at all. So, you know, I like to always get my car stick, because it's like nobody can argue with you. It's funner. Yeah, you might not be as fast, but it really, the fun factor really like switches between automatic and manual. With manual cars, you have more engagement when it comes to driving your car, and when you're racing, it feels like you're straight like in a movie. So like that's out of the picture. So yeah, so I did get a manual, and I got it with a couple muds on it. And I know it's not good to get your cars with muds on them, because that means, you know, that can lead to other problems when you get it out of the dealer, and you might not have warranty on it. But like I said, this car, like since I test drove it, I knew the car was running smoothly, even with the tune, because it did have a tune on it when I drove it, which I didn't know until after. But I'm gonna finish that story in a little bit. So first thing I noticed when I got on this car was the exhaust. It comes with BBK long tube headers. I believe is a. I think the last owner told me it's a Corsa. I might be wrong, but I think it might have. Well, actually, I won't say the brand just because I don't wanna create any confusion. But it does have an X pipe and it has MagnaFlow mufflers. That I know. It has MagnaFlow mufflers, BBK headers, and it has an X pipe. But I'm not 100% sure of which brand it is. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so it has a full exhaust system, and that's the first thing you notice. I mean, the second I turned on the car, I was like, what the hell? But it's insane. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it, but probably since I've been driving it for a year now, just to mess around with the exhaust tune and stuff like that, I might change up the mufflers later, but that is really not my priority right now. And yeah, I'm gonna have a couple clips to show you guys what this car sounds like. It really does sound insane. It's already loud enough. Always, I can always go for more loud and remove mufflers, or go 3-inch. Maybe, I'm not even sure if this is a 3-inch because it is pretty loud, and even with the windows down you can still hear a lot of the drumming. But race car. So another thing this car came equipped with was a cold air intake, and it came with a flash tuner, one of those little handheld SCT tuners. I think it's the X4, I believe, and it's pretty sick and pretty manageable, especially if you don't know too much about cars, but you want to do a little bit of tuning and stuff like that. You can definitely get yourself one of those. They're actually relatively cheap, and the best thing about them is that you can it's basically an all-in-one package. You have an OBD2 reader that you just plug it under your steering wheel, and if your car has a check engine light, you know exactly why it has that check engine light. Also, if you ever at a car meet, or if you're anywhere, you can always take it with you, and it will literally flash the ECU in 20 minutes. You'll change tunes. They come with a ghost cam tune, a street racing tune, and I think it was a drag strip, a race tune. Yeah, it is a race tune. All three tunes are set up for 93 octane, which that's another thing that I'm planning to do in the future, switching from 93 to 85. Or maybe I'll do flex, because I do use this car as a daily driver, and I have heard that E85 is not good if you're gonna have a daily driver, because fuel economy. You're gonna be wasting a lot of fuel, and you're always gonna need to go back to refuel. But yeah, so the tuner, it came with a tuner and 3 tunes. So yeah, you might want to get one of those because it is super quick, whenever you want to change anything. And besides the tunes and the intake, I think that was pretty much it. Everything else in this car was pretty much stock. I mean, transmission wise, it doesn't have a short throw shifter, it doesn't have anything like that. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I don't think it has. It has a little bit of suspension work done. It is lowered. It's sitting on I really don't know how to say that brand, that brand's name. It's is it E-back or I-back? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try it one more time. But I will put a picture up. It has lowering springs, and it has pretty sure it's the roll bars. Yeah, it has a front roll bar that is super thick and red. You can tell that is not factory type stuff. It's literally red, and I might have seen an I-back sticker somewhere in there. So I'll show you guys that as well. So yeah, this car handles amazing. I can take super sharp turns, and even when because I mean, I'm not saying that I have, but I might have thrown this car sideways a couple of times, and you know, you still have perfect control of where it's going. And I'm no pro, like I'm really not a formula like drift driver or anything like that, but I have complete control of this car. Like, it's insane. So yeah, so right after getting this car, I noticed two things. The grill in the front bumper was starting to like peel off, like the paint, because it was an aftermarket grill. And that was the first thing I changed. I just went to I'm not gonna lie, I literally went to eBay and I bought like this cheap RTR lights that in my opinion are worth it, because you're not gonna spend like $200 and something, or actually it might be more than that. The actual like real RTR lights are way more expensive. So I literally just picked it up, put it on the car, and it looks sick. But they've actually started to kind of grow like old and tired of me. Like, I'm probably gonna change them again soon, but that's fine. That was a quick fix, and it was bang for a buck, honestly. I saw them, they were cheap, they worked, and they made the car look a little better, and I literally didn't even think much about it. The second thing I did to this car was get N2MB watt box, and that is a must-have mod if you're gonna be racing and you have a manual car, because what it does is I didn't really get it for the launch control option of it, because this car is already come equipped with launch control, and you know, it's better to always go factory, guys. I do say this like to all my friends, you know, if there is an area of the car that is not broken and does not need to be messed with, just leave it as it is. If you already have launch control through factory, just make sure you get a tuner and you work with that same launch control, rather than, you know, messing up something else by cutting both fuel and ignition. That can actually mess up your car. This car came almost like full bolt-on for me, honestly. This is like a dream. I didn't think I would get a car like this for like a couple more years, but I saw the opportunity and I just went for it. This is a car that obviously requires money. You like any car you get that is new is gonna require money, especially if you're gonna be doing stuff to it. So yeah, out of the factory, this car came with supposedly 425 horses. Well, actually it varies, you know, that's the factory Google numbers, so it can be anywhere from 425 to 390, you know. So, and plus all the mods that I've done, obviously that number is not there, but it is near that range. And you know, this is one of those cars that the more things you do to it, the more horsepower you get out of it and the more fun you get out of it. These cars are easy to lift up the horsepower. You literally just need a couple small mods and you're already making way more. So do I recommend this car for anybody that wants to get a Mustang? I believe that this is one of the best Mustang years, and obviously because it is a new car and the 5.0 that is in it has been worked on for like a couple years now, since like 2012. So I do recommend you get a brand new Mustang, and the 2018s and up, like, they're insane. They're already making more horsepower out of just like little things. And you know, I say definitely do go for a Mustang of this generation, because first off, you're gonna maintain that price later on if you're planning to switch it, or if you're just planning to make some profit on it. I definitely do think you should get one of the new ones. If you get one of the old ones, you're not gonna be how do I say this, you're gonna have to put in a little more work as far as like mods and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's still a 5.0, and you will still be able to pull out good numbers out of the car, and you know, you still be able to race. I believe that if you are going to college and stuff like that and you don't have too many things to pay, you can also like get this car even if you're not into racing. This is actually a nice car. It is comfy, it is nice to drive. I literally took this car to Orlando once and brought it back. That's actually 400 miles in total from where I live. So you might really enjoy these cars. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you guys didn't enjoy the video, let me know in the comments what would you like to see next. So yeah, this is all uh, pretty much good news. I mean, we're gonna be working on a better car. We're gonna be working with something that has a lot more potential, and you know, it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna come out good. It's gonna be quick. So I will be looking at the comments for video suggestions. I will be looking for any type of suggestions as far as to what to make of this. So yeah.